70, Indy.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Ready?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, it's Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw.
He gave him a catch. He couldn't even get a deflection off of that.
He's going to have the first down at about 38.
My fucking one-hand swat. You didn't tell me you're going to hit that was me, man. That would have been a goddamn interception or a swat. Guaranteed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 11.
Fucking God, I bet that was somebody else that intercepted this shit.
As he tried to pull that one
Look at that shit.
Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Look at this shit.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie. 52, 52. Ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, That's the one that bothers me more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
He's got daylight. 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, Delta. I'm letting you know right now. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rose. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Titans' 48-yard line. Ready? Silver. Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun. Rose. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
2nd down and inches. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Matchbox lights.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They'd struggle to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
8 read. 50 the money. Here it goes.
From the gun on third down, Rose. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
The
final shot before break. Rose. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, they gave this dude a fucking catch. That's so fucking stupid, man. They won't give me a fucking catch off the fucking bounce. I'm fucking right up on the goddamn ball.
So we've reached halftime in a
fucking ball floating in the air like a fucking goddamn bird and shit. They wouldn't let me fucking goddamn
as we
touch the
send
ball.
you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Rose. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Break.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rose. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Novo.
2nd and 6. Looking for his tight end on the
Not
corner.
let me break up a fucking goddamn pass, bro.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down. He'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
On second down now. It's Jones, still churning, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. That gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 30 base.
Let's go, D.
Let's go. Deep grip. Deep grip.
He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready. 60 or.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Go. 70.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 40-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first down. Rose. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Rose. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On first and 10, Rose is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Rose. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but you... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Look at me, zipper. Go, go. Ready?
Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll look to throw.
Oh, man, I thought I fucking threw the ball.
He's taken down.
I thought I threw the ball.
Crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Defense wins championships, baby. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Get.
On first down, Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. keep on the ground with Jones. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Ready.
57. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go.
On second down, it's Jones.
Oh, this motherfucker broke their
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Set. 10 logo.
Man, I got you.
Hey, team 6. 5.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.